if Bawumia becomes president, Samira as first lady,
I think.
yes, Samira even as
Freshness,
second lady,
freshness, man, nigga.
hey, Charlie,
Freshness.
shout out to Twins Don't Beg. Don't be small photos.
I swear, zoom lenses.
Now me, what the other she any ho beyond any crisis, beyond any Ukraine war, beyond any COVID.
Hey, Ukraine for Ghana, see, I said the repercussion of that Ukraine and Russia war, we had more
even
event than
Ukraine for
Ukraine.
Also no
Na ye ni mo obiara ni wo obiara ti se wo. But when Alanchamatia was around, China wasn't nowhere.
No be team. Alan Cash.
Hey,
Alan was big.
Alan was the age then.
And I mean, what I heard from my parents or from like growing up was that even when like from radio and from communicators was that Alan relinquished his position for Akufo-Addo to be president.
Exactly.
And then when Akufo-Addo's term was over, Alan will come and be president.
That was how it was. That was the plan. That was
how do you know?
No, that was what my dad told me.
That's what you also heard.
Yes, that's at some point because Akufo-Addo too. At some point when he went for primaries with Akufo, they were close. The gap was quite close. But Akufo-Addo said, "Okay, you go." So that when you also leave,
is the MPP need be here? The moon need them okay come. Man, Alan, we thought Alan was next.
Yeah.
No, Bawumia raising head. Even Kennedy, Japan came to have more fans than Alan.
I know, right?
What happened?
Hey.
What happened to Alan? Can you explain?
I don't know, but I feel in politics you need to get your mentor or somebody who will coach you through. Your godfather in politics.
Explain, I'm listening.
So just as comedy, you have your godfather, don't you have?
Who is my godfather? Who is your godfather?
Who is my godfather? Who will be my father?
Your father is your godfather in comedy.
I took the humor from him.
I think you should believe him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know your godfather.
My father.
Your father. Yes. I or your father are one.
Yeah.
So in politics, you need to get somebody who mentor you, take you through the process for you to become like a matured politician to appeal to the masses. I think Bawumia happens to be the next man.
No, but that wasn't the agreement. The agreement we are talking about is the agreement that was made because when they went for the
bond of 1844 doesn't hold now.
That's true. That's true.
That's yes.
Let me ring a bell to that. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So yeah, they're fan of
yeah.
And then he feels like he was treated unfairly.
Yes.
And so he just backed out. But now he's number 13 on the ballot paper with Afrafranto as a symbol.
Yes.
Movement for change.
Yes. With celebs like Ibisake there and co-supporting.
Yeah.
You know, the godfather, Alan Chamantin's godfather has endorsed Bawumia.
Who is Alan Chamantin's godfather?
Former president.
Well, recently he came out to criticize
Kufuor.
He came out to criticize Kufuor. Said, now I've been trade minister under you and me know all
through Kufuor kept his cool.
So President Kufuor, why did you endorse Bawumia instead of endorsing Alan Chamantin, President Kufuor?
Thank you for the question. MPP, we are going somewhere.
Can you round it up first? We don't have time.
We need an economist.
Can you be faster, sir?
Alan. Bawumia.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We don't have the luxury of time. We are sorry, Mr. President. Yeah, so no. Okay, we are done. So Alan has the butterfly as
the logo.
And what's his major policy?
His major policy: cash for the
it's
boys.
Great transformation.
Work for boys, cash for girls.
Come again.
Job for boys, cash for girls.
But when the boys work, what will they get?
They will get cash. No, they will get jobs.
The girls with the cash.
Yes. So Alan actually, I feel like he's going by the Bible principle that men will work for women joy,
Or is they work for the boys?
cash for the ladies.
But the guys will get cash after work? Or the work is just free work? It's pro bono work?
No, as a man, he's creating a job for you. And for the woman, he's providing them with cash.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm not getting to understand it too. So while the men are working, the women are getting the cash.
Yes.
That's a very great transfer.
And men will also men will listen to this.
Why are women not voting for him then? Like there should be women talking about this guy.
Women were not even voting for Ekwadonko.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Women
may your
vote
soul
for
rest.
the late. Ekwadonko for some funny reason, Ekwadonko is still on the ballot paper,
Exactly.
and any vote for her is null and void.
Exactly.
Then why did they leave her on the paper?
Because they had already printed the papers. They couldn't just waste it.
Oh, I mean the money they have wasted. Do you know the money
Do
they
you know
used
how
to
much
print
money
a website?
they used to print those papers? For the rest, the whole of Ghana, over 6 million papers.
So what are you saying?
Like, we cannot just burn it.
Financially.
Well, I mean, I feel like they should have cropped her picture out of the paper, given it to. They should have given it to her family, so they can use it for maybe their obituary or something.
What?
They still need obituary posters.
No, but that's too small. That's too small. But what was it? But okay, me what I heard from if this election thing, if what I heard on the news was right, her running mate,
Yeah.
who is in the person of
Roman
Father.
Real name is
Father,
Philip.
or say Mifili Udada. Yeah, so Roman Father is
Me feel with that.
a radio presenter on
That Lumba FM,
DL,
FM.
right? And he
also works with Atinka.
he works with that thinker too, and so why do you have to add that?
Because that's what he does. He works with
But he
Atinka.
also manages somebody.
Daddy Lumba too.
He also happens to be the manager for that Lumba. Wow.
And also the program's manager.
But so why did they reject his plan to be like the president? Because I hear he went to file for his nomination and he said he couldn't spell Philip.
Philip.
If he spelled Philip with F. Yes, so-
Did they spell Philip? I support him.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Philip, they're the FO, bro.
But who determines how you should spell your name? I feel like it's F.
No.
Why would you?
Kwame, Philip with the control if
Oh,
he's
bro,
going on the ballot
bro.
paper.
We have Stephen Steven, and we have Stephen Stephen.
Okay, well, even some Philips have F starting, like Felipe.
Yes, Spanish people do Felipe.
Yeah. So they didn't give him the chance.
Yeah.
But I'm just guessing this scenario, okay? In the case that people vote massively for Ekwadonko and she becomes president
It is two
while she's late.
options.
Wow.
Two options. It's either Ghanaians want to leave the Flagstaff House for 4 years with nobody sitting in there, so that we can live our lives with no leader. Or two, if Ekwadonko wins and she's no more.
She's no more.
She's no more. Yeah. So we'll just put. We'll just have a vice president.
So Roman Father.
We'll just be a vice president.
To who?
Nobody.
And yeah, so that means, but if Roman Father was like vice president, that Lumba will be performing at our
Actually, he will compose
State of the Nation.
our anthem fresh all over.
Kwame Sefaka will be like, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Let's
Kroma,
welcome.
that
That Lumba in front.
that's super.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the president. Love you, Daddy.
Mr. Mobebre, where the among Famonsa and Tomo Bosso, Monye say, Mammy. A croma kune humo nipa, Nancy Ghana for near why you. Shadaji independence, send the Ghana for Bilbu, Nancy Ghana for near why you, in Shaka and come out Father Dixon. One no can I say, say UTV, United Showbiz, and you would that.
If you are almost yeah, so Ekwadonko is also representing in absentia.
We
Rest in
didn't-
peace to
Alan is here. We didn't read his profile. Yeah.
No, we don't have too much time, but let's just touch on some funny bits. Ekweadonko served Ghana very well.
Yeah. Okay.
For me,
Oh yes. Oh yes.
for me, she was
Oh, yes.
one of the most entertaining politicians we would ever have.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ekweadonko, any hello, ma Ekwea. Hello,
Yay.
hello,
Minya network wadake mu.
ma Ekwea.
Oh, Kafra. Sorry.
Adaka.
Adaka. Me free Adaka. Nti me nko mochi.
Wait, Jimmy. I didn't see Adaka. Oh, come on.
So baby, Adaka na umba.
Come on, living.
Say ebusia for maybe your mom be so be see omo de share this year. Nti fa no go share Adaka. And okay. Sorry. Okay.
Ya classy. Vamos dizer, eu não gosto mais de água, tô me ouvindo. Hello, Mike.
Yeah, no.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah, no.
Mike, atianka.
Me gina homa no so aka hello aka. Menya de na ema.
Mike, ya feel ya to ka che, dey na koso.
Wine ye.
Obi, ai comedian no.
Obi nete.
That be Obi na te yo
Oblitagbo.
Bi o. Obi ni oyi asresem no.
Oh, menana.
Oh, mama.
Jimmy for no.
Oh, ma, I me.
Oh, me ba me ya minister.
Oh, ma.
Me ba power me ya minister.
My afi na uja ye ko e dia afi wa.
Oh, last 4 years one to ama me.
Me dia mento ma da. Mento ma ba ya afi ne ma na we ye. Ya na anu bia we interview obi betwa mu oni mu a na wo bisa say eh na ma ya afi.
Na nyense hu. Me no ka say kra no.
Me say
Obi.
Mame.
Me no ka say kra. Unana. Me pu me tu o.
O puto.
Say me free nya ne so a me pepa na o frɛ me.
Oh, ma ante kwa you TV so nkrofo bebre hwe o hwa nkrofo bebre hwe o
TV.
We erection.
But say once na ma so.
All right, ebeja ma kwehia e wo ho na post that we are for 2024.
You come next 4 years.
That is what I see.
Yeah.
Akpalu is like a perennial. He's just like the APC man.
Yeah.
You know the APC man.
Ayariga. Yeah.
Perennial on there
Every 4 years.
On himself ondi.
Yeah.
But
he's on the right. He's on the rise like stew.
Akpalu laminate flyers. Tesano police station.
No, the pegs abu
No, the pegs abu boom.
Our hata.
Say so triumph for.
Yeah. Next 4 years.
I don't know.
Do you know Akpalu's number?
Yeah.
Akpalu's number on the ballot paper.
No.
Because he's not even talking about.
No, he doesn't care. Akpalu to be positive flyer. No, I try for sponsorship.
Akpalu used to some billboards in Kitin about electric pole. For the past 16 years, 12 years, I was standing. And one the boss who like Sandy Kente near that into every 4 years when we decide to do election, that billboard will still be relevant.
Akpalu. They feel Akpalu. Kofi Akpalu. Shout out to Kofi Akpalu.
I like he doesn't share t-shirts.
He shares what?
Biscuits.
Yeah. He
has
shared biscuits before.
He will go to Makola and be throwing biscuits to our mothers.
Mm.
Yeah.
There was this time, I think it was her circle too. Now Oche biscuits. Or Tope Oche Bako or say one vote for you. I asked ChatGPT what Kofi Akpalu, like what they know about him. They said leader of Liberal Party of Ghana. Akpalu campaigns on social reforms and youth empowerment.
Okay.
His controversial statements and policies often attract attention.
From who? No. Has he caught your attention?
No,
maybe
or two biscuits there. Or two biscuits there, Bechibi. Yeah, Akpalu grew up in a big family. In August 2024, Akpalu garnered media headlines for saying that any man who must marry his daughter must first impregnate her. What? He said that?
Yes, that's a policy.
In an interview with Kingdom FM, he explained that having a child before marriage, will show a man's seriousness and commitment to be with his daughter. So he says any man must marry his daughter if
No, any man who decides to marry his daughter needs to impregnate.
So any man who must marry his daughter must first impregnate her.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a policy.
Yes. You know if we can use
Akpalu?
Yeah, that's Akpalu.
You agree to the policy?
That's his slogan. Some had and some had.
So open all wearing a bar.
But nobody knows his daughter though.
Wow. That's wild. That's wild. I'm voting for Akpalu.
I think Akpalu.
One other man who has been very tactical, apart from Akpalu, we are running through all the profiles of our candidates. Mohammed Frimpong of the NDP.
Tactical.
Very tactical because the name Mohammed.
Are you making things up?
Tactical.
Okay. Yeah. I like the tactics.
Because the name Mohammed
is for the north.
It's for north.
And Frimpong is for the south.
It's for the south.
So he's just a cocktail of two.
If you haven't decided on who to vote for, so Papa you cry, say Mohammed Frimpong. Mr. Frimpong.
Was it?
He's representing
NDP, Nana Kunedu's.
Yeah, Nana Kunedu's party. Yeah.
That party.
That party, there's an Owusu Bempa who
Yeah,
went from that party
I went to
to
MPP.
MPP. Hey, that man can talk.
I swear to God.
But so far, I think the NDC should give it out for Kevin Taylor.
For real.
And then the MPP should give it out for Miracles Abuaji. What a guy.
I swear to God.
What a guy.
I swear to God.
Yo. No, but I mean, sometimes I just watch these communicators and I'm like, these guys really know what they are talking about.
Yeah.
Like, even when they are caught in some position that you realize that this guy is caught.
Oh, they will still find a way.
Oh, mommy. Like, let's enact a scenario like that. Yeah, yes, I can't.
And yes, for the cameras.
Your Miracles Abuaje, Miracles. Yeah,
so Emma and Wahua Baby say, and Wamami Aquia say, Memambetina, many winning como. Meda ye president or boy Juma Edigana Elko Impuntu Nana Adodankwa the president of the republic. Mede enchake so encha peace ye be man the vice president. Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia in the next 4 years no or the Ghana be free baby I want e dia call baby fufro mesan so me man so mechia won to me
ye ma akwa aba ye nko asem no so ye ma akwa aba na ye bisa se electronic gate ya am say car kitfu e bianka Dr. Bawumia e ka chire no e den na ma e torch masa obetimi a chechwe mu sa be atifu etio you say it should be there, but that's a problem.
Near kind, medase question will be me. Now, a very good question, and I know most people out there would love to know why that thing happened.
Yeah.
So, your backdate occurred the year 2008, at about 2009, NDC bar power.
Yeah.
Obekaya, President Evans Atame was the late, and I found the cry and say you all Atamahabo.
Right.
As at na corruption, is see what one and the buefu.
Right.
Or yeah, not just so omube be done and a sliding gate.
Right.
Tamana ye be a gate no or to say grease in the gate him na a train. What does that tell us? A digitalization any hot sad time no.
Right.
Into Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia I identify issues when you know.
Right.
In the 4 years reign of President Mahama,
right,
and then panel or with regards to digitalization,
right,
when me and your door be right, even the door of no return will be
right.
Oko Cape Coast Castle, door of no return nebubu,
right.
Make us the door-to-door campaign this year on one casakra yebida,
right.
On yebida na ya ba not Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia aye gate enter say
right.
So who gate in the send here at
oh yes,
me and look at the menyama so my main kasa about a lot of gates. There were Bill Gates. or no tama
the gate
billionaire or gate or ye one man be or the digitalization edru echiripa now we Dr. Baumia that is the same objective and we push it for the you know that we NDC omo ye party bia no kwedi nyame ni mu ni omo ni vision because time omo ba power yet now doom so 3 years because we didn't have
digitalization 1 minute now can wrap it up very quickly now. Sami Jemfia.
Enti ma menko do na MBA ni so. Wiase na